Book 14, Chapter 6, of War and Peace, Volume 4, by Leo Tolstoy, translated by Elmer Maude. This Librivox recording is in the public domain. Book 14, Chapter 6. After talking for some time with the Assault about next day's attack, which now, seeing how near they were to the French, he seemed to have definitely decided on, Denísov turned his horse and rode back. "Now, my lad, we'll go and get dry," he said to Petya. As they approached the watch-house, Denísov stopped, peering into the forest. Among the trees, a man with long legs and long swinging arms, wearing a short jacket, bast shoes and a Kazan hat, was approaching with long, light steps. He had a musketoon over his shoulder and an axe stuck in his girdle. When he espied Denísov, he hastily threw something into the bushes, removed his sodden hat by its floppy brim, and approached his commander. It was Tikhon. His wrinkled and pock-marked face and narrow little eyes beamed with self-satisfied merriment. He lifted his head high and gazed at Denísov as if repressing a laugh. "Well, where did you disappear to?" inquired Denísov. "Where did I disappear to? I went to get Frenchmen," answered Tikhon boldly and hurriedly, in a husky but melodious bass voice. "Why did you push yourself in there by daylight? You ass! Well, why haven't you taken one?" "Oh, I took one all right," said Tikhon. "Where is he?" "You see, I took him first thing at dawn," Tikhon continued, spreading out his flat feet with out-turned toes in their bast shoes. "I took him into the forest. Then I see he's no good, and I think I'll go and fetch a likelier one." "You see? What a wogue! It's just as I thought," said Denísov to the Assault. "Why did you bring that one?" "What was the good of bringing him?" Tikhon interrupted hastily and angrily. "That one wouldn't have done for you. As if I don't know what sort you want." "What a brute you are! Well?" "I went for another one," Tikhon continued, "and I crept like this through the wood and lay down." He suddenly lay down on his stomach with a supple movement to show how he had done it. "One turned up, and I grabbed him like this." He jumped up quickly and lightly. "Come along to the colonel," I said. He starts yelling, and suddenly there were 4 of them. They rushed at me with their little swords. So I went for them with my axe, this way. "What are you up to?" says I. "Christ be with you," shouted Tikhon, waving his arms with an angry scowl and throwing out his chest. "Yes, we saw from the hill how you took to your heels through the puddles," said the Assault, screwing up his glittering eyes. Petya badly wanted to laugh, but noticed that they all refrained from laughing. He turned his eyes rapidly from Tikhon's face to the Assault's and Denísov's, unable to make out what it all meant. "Don't play the fool," said Denísov, coughing angrily. "Why didn't you bring the first one?" Tikhon scratched his back with one hand and his head with the other. Then suddenly his whole face expanded into a beaming, foolish grin, disclosing a gap where he had lost a tooth. That was why he was called Sherbati, the gap-toothed. Denísov smiled, and Petya burst into a peal of merry laughter in which Tikhon himself joined. "Oh, but he was a regular good-for-nothing," said Tikhon. "The clothes on him? Poor stuff! How could I bring him? And so rude, Your Honor. Why, he says, 'I'm a general's son myself. I won't go,' he says." "You are a brute," said Denísov. "I wanted to question." "But I questioned him," said Tikhon. "He said he didn't know much. 'There are a lot of us,' he says, 'but all poor stuff. Only soldiers in name,' he says. 'Shout loud at them,' he says, 'and you'll take them all.'" Tikhon concluded, looking cheerfully and resolutely into Denísov's eyes. "I'll give you 100 sharp lashes. That'll teach you to play the fool," said Denísov severely. "But why are you angry?" remonstrated Tikhon. "Just as if I'd never seen your Frenchmen. Only wait till it gets dark, and I'll fetch you any of them you want. 3 if you like." "Well, let's go," said Denísov, and rode all the way to the watch-house in silence and frowning angrily. Tikhon followed behind, and Petya heard the Cossacks laughing with him and at him about some pair of boots he had thrown into the bushes. When the fit of laughter that had seized him at Tikhon's words and smile had passed, and Petya realized for a moment that this Tikhon had killed a man, he felt uneasy. He looked round at the captive drummer boy and felt a pang in his heart. But this uneasiness lasted only a moment. He felt it necessary to hold his head higher, to brace himself, and to question the Asal with an air of importance about tomorrow's undertaking, that he might not be unworthy of the company in which he found himself. The officer who had been sent to inquire met Denisov on the way with the news that Dolokhov was soon coming, and that all was well with him. Denisov at once cheered up, and calling Petya to him, said, "Well, tell me about yourself." End of Book 14, Chapter 6.